What's up, everyone? Marc, Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Motivated today. Motivated to do some epic shit. Motivated because next week I am speaking at the IRCE, which is the largest internet retailers conference, I believe, anywhere in the world. And it's annually, and this year it's in Chicago at McCormick Place. And I am speaking, and my topic is the top 3 ideas I've ever had. Okay? I'm really excited about this. It got me thinking, like, what makes people great? What makes people succeed? What makes people overcome adversity? What makes people expand beyond their limits? And I want to just get philosophical. I want to get a little Mike Rashid up in here and talk about some things that go through my head, about experiences, about overcoming complacency and comfort and getting out of your comfort zone. And I'm going to start with, I remember when I was training with Mike, one of the first times we trained, it was leg day. And we were off camera. This shit wasn't caught, or else it would have probably gone viral. And he explained to me how we don't just train with these super sets, these 100 rep sets and this and that. I understand hypertrophy is elicited through overload. And we don't have to overdo it. We don't have to do it. Dana Lynn Bailey and I did 2 hours of shoulder training the other day. It's overkill. You know, what did Lee Haney say? Stimulate, don't annihilate. We annihilated the shit out of everything. One reason that we train the way we do is it gets us outside our comfort zone. And as it's been said before, we train hard in here so we don't have to do it out there, meaning the world. Now, you do have to work hard in the world, but if you're used to overcoming adversity and expanding, going beyond your mental and your physical capabilities or your perceived capabilities, you will achieve greatness. And I have noticed tremendous gains in the gym, going beyond those limits. And I don't know if it's a direct attribute to it. I don't know if it makes it where my regular sets mean more. I have no science. I have no studies. I have nothing to back this up at all except my gains. I've been training legs twice a week, supersets, drop sets, monster sets, 10 reps for 10, 8, whatever it is. And my legs have gotten better than I ever imagined they'd be in their life. Okay, and here's where the people who are living in their comfort zone blame something else, be it steroids or some weird external circumstance where I got abducted by aliens and abducted with that shit that Captain America had, where that isn't the case. The case is, I don't know. I'm just pointing to a variable that could have very well been one of the determining factors into why I've made those gains. Now I'm going to go into, real life. And, as I started this with, I'm speaking alongside people such as Target.com CEOs and people much smarter and more experienced and worth more than me. And not that that means anything, but you know how this is. It's a big dick measuring contest of how much money you make and all that shit. I get it. At the end of the day, 3.5 years ago, when I sold my old company, I didn't know internet retail. I just knew that I had a couple good accounts on the internet. It was a booming market. I didn't know anything about Google Ads. I didn't know anything about search engine optimization. I didn't know anything about YouTube. I didn't know anything about really Facebook. I didn't have Instagram. Twitter was weird to me. All this stuff, Snapchat, I still don't get. But I'm trying. Y'all need to follow me on Snapchat, at Marc Lobliner. It may be weird, but it's me. I'm a weird guy. I do weird things. You'll see today I did a thing where I was singing, what was that? Onyx Slam, some old school shit. Just random stuff. My kids driving Power Wheels. You know, last week I was hanging out with Alyssa. You know, it was cool. It's just, my life is very mixed. So it has a lot of variety. So I tend to get a little piece of everything in my life. You know, when I partnered with Chad at TigerFitness.com, I knew nothing. I'm a classic marketer, guys. I'm either a guy who goes door to door. I'm a guy who started in the print industry, and print is a dinosaur now. Whereas you run an ad in a magazine, you hope somebody reads it when they're reading the article. And it used to be extremely effective back in the day. I don't know what the effectiveness is now. I use the wrong tense of a word. However, it's not what it used to be, and that's why I don't utilize print in my marketing mix at this time. So I got in, and now I am a part with my team, who is more valuable than I am, I am a part of a company that has been on Inc. 500 3 years running, going on 4. Because I looked outside, I didn't say, you know what? I'm a classic marketer. I need to go back into publishing. And that was my first inclination. I'm not going to lie. I was bored. I could have taken a couple years off, done what I needed to do, but I needed to get out and do something. So I went on monster.com. I polished up my resume, put my stuff on LinkedIn. First thing I did is I went straight to publishing. I was looking at jobs in New York, Chicago, and LA because that's where publishing is still strong. Then I was like, it's time for me to grow, both mentally and physically. And while I am comfortable marketing the way I've been marketing my whole life, which is a classic marketer, it's time for me to step forward. And I just read an article in Entrepreneur Magazine today that shows that the marketing mix we have been using is now what people are doing. And it's essentially what I've always believed in from an ethical standpoint. Okay? Transparency. Show people your company. Be the name, be the face of your company. Let people into your life. And while I'm not good at that, I just disabled comments and enabled them 2 days later because I made people mad. I'm not good at handling people being mean. I'm not. But I'm still working on stepping outside my comfort zone. And sometimes stepping outside that zone is tough for a lot of people. For me, even personally, I grew up in a household where my mom was extremely strong, but she violated my trust on many occasions. So I've always had trouble trusting people in general, but also letting myself open up to the opposite sex. I'm male. I have a penis. I do. It's a nice one. I like my penis. Enough about Robocock. I like my penis. I really like my penis. No, but I've always had issues kind of trusting. And that's a comfort zone you have to work through. There's a lot of things like parenting. I've never been cool holding a child. I'm always afraid I'm going to drop them or crush them or something. But with kids, I had to learn to hold my children. And these all seem like such small things. But we're not working towards one leap. It doesn't have to be a leap. Sometimes stepping outside your comfort zone could mean trying a new food, could mean going to a different place for dinner, could mean a change in a relationship, an unhealthy relationship to a healthy one. It could be a risk. And guess what? Going outside your comfort zone could really suck. There's a place I always go to eat. It's called Alexander's out here. I love it. It's right in Elgin. And they have the greatest panini I've ever had, at least in Illinois. It's so good. I love panini. I tried a place that was owned by the same dude who owns Alexander's, Village Squire, right down the road. It's the worst fucking panini I've ever eaten in my life. Sometimes going outside your comfort zone can be bad. However, a couple weeks later, I went down to a place in downtown Chicago called the Purple Pig. I ate a beef tongue sandwich. They're known for making weird shit taste good. It was the best beef tongue sandwich, or one of the best meals I've ever eaten in my life. The first time I ate ass. Just kidding. So let's get... I gotta keep this shit a bit entertaining because this shit's too deep. I can't wax poetic like my man Mike. He's got that whole mental Joe. Yo, check it out, dog. Yo. Dude, so you're a lion, right? You're in the jungle. What's up? See, I can't do that. I might be too Caucasian for that. I don't know. I'm not hip. Mike can pull that shit off. I have a sense of humor. I have a bad one. But here's the thing, guys. Stepping outside your comfort zone will give you gains in life like you've never realized before. You need to step outside. If it's a career opportunity, let's say you're in the packaging industry, and you go from doing boxes to bags, but it's more lucrative, it's a bigger market, and it's a better opportunity to grow than a bigger company. Step outside your comfort zone. Take the risk. If you're in the gym and someone says they want to do 100-rep dumbbells, 100-pound dumbbells for 100 reps, and you know you can do it for 10 reps for one set, Sometimes you just got to push your mind and your body beyond what you believed was even emotionally, mentally, and physically capable. It's all about hours practiced. That's what makes you great in a specialty. 10,000 reps to perfect form, to perfect a movement, right? We have all those rules. However, sometimes a simple act of going outside of your comfort zone and trying something new will be that one notch on your headboard to the great ride and lay of greatness. Okay? It's great. You have to try new things. You cannot be routine. You need to take risks. In business, I take risks. Okay? In birth control, bad example. You fucking have to take risks. You have to be, you know what? Just be fucking great. Follow your gut and don't be afraid to go and do something that's a little out of the ordinary, because it might be the best decision you ever made. And you might fail. You might fail. But if you fail, you pick yourself back up again and you fucking try again. And that's how you achieve greatness. I've been fortunate in life to take a lot of risks. I've been fortunate enough to be successful at most of them. And I failed at a lot of them. But as long as the friggin' good is over the bad, you're good to go. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. I'll have that speech up from the IRCE, Internet Retailers Conference in Chicago next week. It's on Wednesday. I got a suit. And again, I went outside my comfort zone and I found something I'm even better at than I was at the other thing. At what I thought was my specialty. Just because I had a fucking degree in it. Degrees, it's all about experience. Because going outside your comfort zone with birth control, that's not a game.